this, and I know some people have shown me different ways that they learnt in high school, and that's fine. I'm just going to show you the way that I do it and the way they expect to see it in the exam. But if you do it your way, as long as you get the right answer, that's fine. So long division, we all learn how to do that in elementary school. In case you don't know what long division is, I'll show you a simple example. So when I say long division, I mean something like this. And then you go through everything and you do this and you take this away and you end up with this at the end. And these parts all have names. So for example, what's this number at the end called? Remainder, yeah. And this number up the top has a name too. What is it, Jeff? Very good. And finally, this number here has a name as well. Huh? No, I don't think so. Anybody know? Nope. We only know the other two. Nobody knows. Nobody wants to guess. Oh, come on, somebody should. No? You're getting close. Say again. Ooh, so close, so close. It's just the end that's a little bit off. You have the dividend? No. Good idea. We have the right idea. Divider? No. Yes. I just saw you on the dictionary there. Jerry. Yes. Divisor. Divisor. Let me just a sec. I want to do some examples here. Oh yeah, sorry. So, as our first example, of course you know how to do this from elementary school. Did you learn in elementary school? What we're going to learn is how to do this with linears, quadratics and cubics. So let's do some examples. Okay, now I've got it here. Can I scroll down? Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's do... yeah, okay, let's do a medium difficulty one. No, we'll start with an easy one. Okay, so our first example, 56x cubed minus 25x squared minus 28x minus 3 divided by x minus 1. So x minus 1 divides into 56x cubed minus 25x squared minus 28x minus 3. Okay, so step 1, you ask yourself, what do I multiply x by to make it become 56x cubed? And the answer is 56x squared. And then you multiply. So this multiplies here, and you get 56x cubed minus 56x squared when this multiplies these two. The next step, step 2, is you subtract. 56 minus 56 is gone. Minus 25 minus 56 is 31. Is that right? Dudes with calculators? Minus 25 plus 56, is it 31? Yeah. It is. Thank you. 31x squared. Then step 3 is you bring the remaining 2 down. and you start again. So, what do we multiply x by to make 31x squared? We need to multiply by 31x. 31x multiply x is 31x squared minus 31x when it multiplies to minus 1. Yeah, and then we subtract. Yeah, so they're gone. Minus 28 minus 31 is 3x. So finally, multiplying x by 3. Yeah? And you're left with 0 at the end then. Yeah? Okay. Let's do another one. Can I scroll down? Yeah. Okay. Let's say now 4x minus 9 divided into 36x cubed minus 45x squared minus 73x minus 18. Okay. So what's first here? 9x squared. So when we multiply, this makes 36x squared minus x cubed minus 81x squared. Okay, so now we subtract minus 45 minus 81. What's that? 36? Yeah. 36x squared. And we carry down. Okay, next one. Now, my handwriting looks messy. That's, I forgot what that was. Minus 18, not plus 8. Minus 18. Okay, what's next? 9x. Multiplying, we get 36x squared minus 81x. Subtracting, again they cancel. And this is minus 73 minus 81. That's 8, isn't it? Yeah. So 8x minus 18. Yes. And lastly is plus 2. And 0 at the end then. Okay. Right, one more. This time let's take a cubic and divide it by a quadratic, which is actually easier because there's less steps. Okay, can I scroll down? Right, so let's take this quadratic, x squared plus 5x plus 6, and divide it into x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6. Okay, so first term here is x. X multiply x squared is x cubed plus 5x squared plus 6x. Now the reason this is quicker is because we already have 3 terms to subtract. Subtracting, they're gone. 6x squared minus 5x squared, x squared. 11x minus 6x, 5x, isn't it? And we carry that down 6. Well, I think we can see what the last multiplication is. Plus 1. So we have x squared, 5x, and 6. Yeah. Okay, some more examples now of how we can use long division. So you have 2 situations here. 25 divided into 100 is 4, and you're left with remainder of 0. Or 25 into 102 is still 4, and this time you have a remainder of 2. So there's a word here we can say 25 is a blank of 100. So what is the word here? Does anyone know? Very good. Factor. So when this happens, we can call the divisor, we say it's a factor. So in this case here, we can say 25 is not a factor of 102 in that case here. So in the 3 examples I did previously, all 3 examples, the divisor was a factor in all 3 cases. If we want to check if something is a factor, all we have to do is divide and see if we get 0. Okay? So, can I scroll down? Yeah. So I want to check, is 2x a factor of 7x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2x plus 1. Now, some of you can probably see already it's not a factor, but we need to check it. We need to prove it. So let's check that it's not a factor. So when I divide this in, should my remainder be 0 or not 0? If I want to confirm, verify it's not a factor. Yeah, it shouldn't be 0. If it is 0, then it is a factor. So let's see what we get. So what do I multiply first by? Not quite, this one's a bit tricky. Not 3x. Not 3 over 2. 7 over 2, yeah. 7 over 2 x squared. So that'll be 7x squared plus, 7x cubed plus 7x squared? 7 over 2 times, no? Oh yeah, what am I doing? Sorry, I just realised how stupid that was. Yeah, forget that. I only have one thing to multiply here. 7x cubed, okay. Subtract, you're left with nothing, and carry these down. Okay. Well, this is a little bit better now. What do we multiply 2x by to make it 4x squared? 2x. So that's 4x squared plus 4. I'm doing it again, haven't I? I'm going too fast. Right. 2x times 2x, 4x squared. Okay, subtract, now I'm left with 2x. Right, I won't do it the third time. What do I multiply 2x by to make 2x? 1. 1 times 2x is 2x. Yes, okay. And subtracting, I'm left with 1. So not a factor. Is it a factor? And the answer is no. Okay. Can I scroll down?
Sure.
Yep. Next question is simplify this. Okay. 9x cubed minus 12x squared plus 7x minus 4 over x minus 1. What can I do to simplify here? Well, I can use long division, because if you think about it, if on the side I wrote 100 over 25, you know that that's 4, because in your head you're doing 25 into 100 is 4 times. So likewise here, we can do the same thing. So this will equal whatever I get when I do this. Let's check. So firstly, 9x squared. That makes 9x cubed minus 9x squared. When I subtract, I'm left with minus 3x squared. I carry the 7 and the 4 down. Okay, what's the next one then? Minus 3x. Minus 3x squared plus 3x. Subtract and I'm left with 4x. Carry 4. Last one, 4. 4x minus 4, 0. So what's the answer here? Yeah, what's here first? 9x squared minus 3x plus 4. What happens if this was not 0? Can I still do this? No, I can't. Because, just like here, if I have 101 over 25, it's wrong to say that's 4. So this only works if you have no remainder. What do you do if you do have a remainder? Find out in semester 2. So for this semester, they should always have remainder of 0. Okay. Let's look at another one now. Can I scroll down? Yes? Okay. Factorize this, and I give you a hint. Hint: x minus 1 is a factor. In fact, the hint makes it very, very helpful. Much easier to do because I gave you one of the factors. So I'll show you what to do now. How many factors could a quadratic have?
4.
Just quadratic. I know why you said 4 because of quad. Quadratic is 2. Remember last week we were factorizing quadratic with the 2 brackets? Yeah. So cubics, how many factors do we think a cubic might have? 3 factors. Because basically the biggest tower tells us how many factors we could have. Now, will we always, for example, with a quadratic, will we always have 2 factors? What do you think? Will we always have 2 factors with quadratics? No. Because this morning we learned that sometimes there's only one answer. And in fact, sometimes there's no answers. So the 2 is the maximum. So likewise with the cubic, the maximum number of factors is 3. But we could have 2, or we could have 1. So let's see how we can get the factors. So we think maybe there's 3 factors. 1, 2, 3. And we already know one of the factors. I said it a moment ago.
1.
X minus 1, yeah. So how can I find the other 2? Yeah, divide. Think about it. If I bring this underneath, I can say the missing factors is this cubic divided by x minus 1. So let's do that division. Okay, so the first one will be 5x squared. So that will be 5x cubed minus 5x squared. Minus 11 minus 5 is 6x squared, isn't it? Oh yeah, of course, minus 6x squared. And then 15x minus 9. Next is minus 6x. So that's minus 6x squared plus 6x. Again, I'm left with 9x minus 9. That's nice. Lastly, 9. So we know the cubic has x minus 1, and the other factor is 5x squared minus 6x plus 9. This is the answer. Although I said there could be 3 factors, where could I get the other 2? Well, the other 2 might come from here. There could be 2 factors in this. Let's check if there are 2 factors by checking how many answers there are. So the discriminant equals b squared minus 4ac. So 180. This is negative. So how many roots? No roots. So I can't do any more. This is the answer here. So in this case there are 2 factors. This one and this one here. But sometimes there could be 3. And sometimes there could be 1. Turn off. Whenever it's a private number, it's always the bank. Okay. Do you have this written down? Yeah. Okay. Can I scroll down? Okay. Yeah. Scroll down. Jerry, are you sure? Okay. Right. Let me give you one to try. Simplify this. Or rather, I should say, see what happens when you divide. You got an answer?
Yes.
What's your answer?
Yes.
Ooh, interesting. But there is an answer. This is it. Let's have a look. Okay, so I want to know what this is. 1 minus x divided into 1. So what do I have first? 1. And then I have 1 minus x. I subtract, I'm left with x. So, what do I multiply 1 by to make it become x?
1.
Not quite. 1 multiplied by x will make it become what we need. So that's x minus x squared. Subtract, I'm left with x squared. Okay, what do I multiply 1 by to make it become x squared? X squared. So now I have x squared minus x cubed. And I'm left with x cubed, and so on. So can you see what's happening here? It's continuing. The answer is 1 plus x squared plus x cubed, etc. This might look familiar. If I use a different letter, perhaps someone recognizes where they've seen it before. One plus r squared, r cubed. equals 1 over 1 minus or.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll get to this. This is for later. This is for now. Can you think of an example that's like this with numbers? Can you think of some example with numbers that's like this? Well, let me show you one. So, could continue it out like this. Similar idea. So just because it doesn't stop doesn't mean it's wrong. Obviously this is right, but it doesn't stop. Likewise here, just because it doesn't stop doesn't mean it's wrong. In fact, it's right. Okay, can I scroll down? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look here at some examples here. So what would be good to try? We have 1 A G J 2 A 3 A 4 C B A. Yeah, actually I want CBA instead of ABC because I think C is a little easier to start with. And 5, we'll say AG. Okay, give these a try now, see how you get on. How long? You're long?
Yeah.
Long to live. Okay. Is he not here? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just going to call you Long. Is that okay? I've just given you a new name. It's Long. Alright. Amelia? Tony? Clement? Jonathan? Okay. Dana? Dana?
Yes.
Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drew? Hanukkah? Yash? Hey G? How G? Somebody help me out here? H-A-O-J-I-A. How do you say it? I have trouble with this. One more time?
Hojali.
Al-Jali?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can do this. Andy? No. Dennis? Sarah?
Yes.
Fahad? Andrew? Okay. Bruce? Where's Bruce? Oh, there you are. Monica? How could I miss you? Monica, yes. Chrissy?
Yes.
Jerry? Was that an answer? Yes. KJ? Shoot. Lee Wynn? Or Lee, perhaps. Is that what we were going by last week? You're not liking Lee?
Yeah.
Okay. Not exciting enough, is it? Okay. Who else? I have some science people here too, don't I? Victoria? Yeah. Who are the other two science people? And which one are you? I'll definitely have trouble with that. Give me an easy preferred English name. Oh, Sammy. No, I can see Sammy here. Then who's the other person? You.
Yeah.
Your name?
Sean. Yes.
I'm going to give you an English name.
Harry.
No.
Dragon.
Dragon? I'm going to give you an English name that sounds very much like your Chinese name.
Sean.
Yeah. Sean. Yeah. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, well, I think if we all start calling you Sean, you have no choice then. Welcome to class, Sean. So, where is Andy? He's the only one missing.
I don't know. I cannot connect with.
Oh, right, okay, it's like that. Alright. And not only can you be Sean, but I'll give you the Irish spelling of Sean. Nah. Yeah. Sean. Yeah, Irish spelling. What's wrong? Oh, you're here.
Done.
Okay. Which one are you trying now? And how's it going? That's okay. Is this it here? That's X, and is that 36? Okay, so the first one you need to start with is 36. Because 36x squared multiplied x will make the 36x cubed. So this one here should be a 36 then. And now we multiply. So 36 multiplied 2, 72 then. I can go back and help you with this one now. Once I go around, I'll come back here. If you're still having a little bit of trouble, I'll go through this one with you then. Okay. How are we doing here? It's good? How are we doing here? Which one's that? Okay. And where are you then? Okay. Who's? Okay. You guys think a lot of these already. For the two of you? No. Amazing. Which one are you on? Finished? You're there. Okay. Okay. Move to here, please. Thanks. All right. Let me have the tree. Am I right here? Okay. I don't want to knock stuff off now. Okay, so let me help you out here. This is x minus 2, isn't it? That's 36x cubed minus 5x squared plus 25x minus 2. So the first thing you do is you ask yourself, what do I put here so that when it multiplies x, it will make 36x cubed? So you can throw this on the side if you want. You have x, you want to multiply it by something, and you want to get 36x cubed at the end. So could be a 1 here. 1 by x will make 1x. So we'll need to have an x in here at least. So let's put in an x. So x multiply x, you know what this is? X multiply x is x squared then. So x is not going to be enough because it just leaves us with x squared. What about x multiplied x squared? Well, that will make x cubed. So this has to be a square then. Okay, so we're getting closer. X times x squared is x cubed, but I still need a 36. So I shouldn't really have 1 here then. Maybe I need a different number. So if I try 36, then I do get 36 then. So in other words, x multiplied 36x squared makes what I want. Now if that's confusing, another way students like to do it is like this. They take the number they want this, okay, and then they divide it by the number they have here. Oops. X cubed over x leaves you with x squared then. Yeah. So this is 36x squared. And then you multiply. So we know that this will be 30x cubed because that's the whole reason we did this. 36x squared multiplied minus 2 is minus 72x squared. And now we have to subtract. So we know they're gone. And if we do, minus 5 minus 72. And that's equal to 7 now. X squared. And we carry these other ones down. So we start again. The number we want is this. We put on the top. And we divide it by this thing again. So yeah, what do we get here when we divide? Do you want to have a guess at it? Or?
Cube.
No. They cancel, leaving me with just x then. So we have 37x left here. Did I say 37? I meant 67. Yeah.
I know the answer, but then don't know if it's sure, and then I said it.
Yeah, but there's no problem saying the wrong answer here because I'm not grading you or anything. You know, we're just trying to learn together. Okay, so we have 67x here. Let's multiply. So 67x by x is 67x squared, and then 67 by 2. So if we just hit that in, 67 by 2, so that will make 134x. And we minus again. So minus in here, this is gone. 25 minus 134. That leaves me with 159. X minus 2. Okay, so those. I'm here Chinese. I want to read English. Got that back row? Yep. Where was I? Oh yes. So here we take what we want, 159x, and we divide it by this thing here. Again, x. So 159x over x. So the x is cancelled, and we're left with 159 then. So 159 by x, 159x, and then by 2. 159 by 2. Which question was this, by the way? I think you miswrote it.
Yeah?
Yeah, 3659. There's like 5 here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you wrote it down here, but when you copied it down there. But that doesn't matter because the only thing I don't actually care about what the numbers are. The only thing I care about is the process. Okay, so you might need to practice some of these. Now, these get harder as you go down. So for me, I think it would be more important, rather than you doing these ones, if you can just try these ones. Once you have this sort of half practice done, then you can move on to these. But just in terms of today and for homework, just try these ones, because there's no point in stressing yourself out about these. It's more important to get these ones done, okay? And you can look up stuff online to help you with this as well. But I think it'd be great if you could just try these ones then. Yeah? Okay. Wait. No, wait. Take it back out. We're not finished. No, dude. Since I was a very little boy, I can tell the time. Don't worry, I can see and I can tell the time. This is something I learned in elementary school. My parents were quite proud of me. There's no need to worry. Wait. Okay. Now we're finished.